and how those are helpful in solving the problem. So today also we will continue with some more examples, and after that we will do the exercise problems. So today I am going to give some of the examples depending on different properties. Okay, we have finished all the properties. Today we will solve some problems on the properties. Now, see, I am giving one of the question. Take few examples. Take few examples and check whether subtraction is commutative for whole numbers or not. Subtraction is commutative for whole numbers or not. And my second question is, division is commutative for whole numbers or not. Division is commutative for whole numbers or not. Okay, just observe the question. Take a few examples and check whether subtraction is commutative for whole numbers or not. Division is commutative for whole numbers or not. So here it is, this question is for commutative property. So what is the commutative property? As we are performing any operation by changing the order of two numbers, we have to get the same result. So in case of addition, 3 plus 5 is equal to 5 plus 3, both are equal to 8. 3 plus 5, 8, 5 plus 3 also 8. So that's why addition is a commutative for whole numbers. So like that only we need to check subtraction is commutative or not with the examples only. Okay. So I am taking for first question. Subtraction is commutative for whole numbers or not. So subtraction, that means a minus b must be equal to b minus a according to the commutative property. So my first example is, take few examples saying. So my first example is 3 minus 5. How much? 3 minus 5. A value I have taken 3 and b value 5. 3 minus 5. Which number is bigger here? 5. Okay. So 5 minus 3 we have to do, not 3 minus 5. 5 minus 3 is 2. Okay, the difference is 2. And 5 is having minus sign. So we will get minus 2 as the result. Okay. Whenever you are performing the subtraction, greater number, whatever sign is there for the greater number, that sign only you will get. Okay. And change the order. That is a minus b must be equal to b minus a according to the commutative property. So we will check. Take b value 5 and a value is 3. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. Minus 2 and 2, are they equal? No. Minus 2 and 2 both are not equal. Minus 2 plus 2 both are having very difference. So a minus b is not equal to b minus a. That means subtraction is not commutative for whole numbers. So all the properties whatever we have studied, those are suitable for addition and multiplication only. I have told you yesterday. So subtraction and division doesn't satisfy any of the properties. So commutative is subtraction is not commutative. Okay. Next, another example also take. I am taking 12 and 10. 12 minus 10 is equal 12 and 4 I will take. 12 minus 4 is equal to 8. Change the order. 4 minus 12. 4 minus 12 is how much? As I told you, bigger number minus smaller number we have to do. So 12 minus 4 is 8, but 12 is having minus sign, so minus 8. So 8 is not equal to minus 8. Again, a minus b is not equal to b minus a. Let's take another example. 0 is my one of the number, minus 2. So 0 and 2 whole numbers. 0 minus 2 is minus 2. And now 2 minus 0, 2. Okay, are they equal? No, -2 is not equal to 2. So by observing all these examples, we can able to state that a minus b is not equal to b minus a for any values or any whole numbers, any values of a and b. Okay. So that means subtraction is not commutative for whole numbers. So we must write, therefore, subtraction is not commutative for whole numbers. So same process we need to apply for division also, not commutative for whole numbers. So like this they may ask for addition, multiplication also. Okay. Now coming to the next question. Second problem. So I hope you understand. According to the commutative property, by changing the order, you have to get the same result. But whenever we are changing the order and performing subtraction, we are not getting the equal result. That's why subtraction is not commutative for whole numbers. Otherwise, commutative property is not suitable for subtraction. Okay. Then coming to the second question. Division is commutative for whole numbers or not. So again, commutative property is nothing but by changing the order of any two numbers. So here we are performing division operation. So a divided by b must be equal to b divided by a. But are they equal or not? We will check. So a divided by b. For suppose let a value 15, b value 5. 15 by 5. 5 ones are 5 threes are, which is equal to 3. Now, change the order. 5 divided by 15. So that is 5 by 15. 5 ones are 5 threes are. That is 1 by 3. Now, 3 is not equal to 1 by 3. Yes or no? Both are different numbers. So, a divided by b is not equal to b divided by a with the first example. If I am taking another example, 2 by 3, sorry, 2 and 3 my whole numbers. So 2 by 3, that is nothing but a 2 by 3. And change the order, 3 divided by 2, that is 3 by 2. 2 by 3 is not equal to 3 by 2. Yes, 2 by 3 is not equal to 3 by 2. That's all. So if we are unable to compare, first of all, because those two are unlike fractions, convert them into like fraction. Means here 3 table, in 3 table we will get the 6, and 2 table also we will get 6. So 3 2s are 6. So 2 by 3 I am multiplying with 2 by 2, this denominator. And 3 by 2 I am multiplying with 3 by 3, because 2 3s are 6, 3 2s are 6. In 3 table I am getting 3 2s are 6. That's why I am multiplying with 2 and 2 by 2. And here in 2 table, when 2 3s are 6, that's why I am multiplying with 3 by 3. So 2 2s are 4 by 3 2s are 6. 3 3s are 9 by 2 3s are 6. Now both are like fractions. 4 by 6 and 9 by 6, are they equal? No. 4 by 6 is not equal to 9 by 6, because if the numerator is both are equal, then that complete fraction will be equal. But both are not equal. So same thing, a divided by b is not equal to b divided by a. So take any examples, we will get in that way only. So that's why we can able to say that with this we can conclude that division is not commutative for whole numbers. So whatever question they are given, so for suppose here commutative property they are given. Now for suppose associative they are given. In that case, what is the associative property? By changing the order of 3 numbers, we need to get the same result. So take that condition and take some few examples, check whether it is possible or not. So I have explained for commutative. Try yourself for associative property. Okay. Now coming to another type of question. So yesterday I have told you division by 0. What about division by 0? What is the value when we are dividing any number by 0? It is undefined. Okay, that one with the examples also we have simplified. Now once again I am giving one question. First question, find out 12 divided by 3 and 42 divided by 7. Okay, so whatever method you want to do that. See, directly 12 by 3 is equal to 3 ones are 3 fours are 4 I'll get, and 42 by 7, 7 ones are 7 6 are 6 I got the answer. So using repeated subtraction method, for suppose we are using repeated subtraction method, how we will get the answer? See, repeated subtraction method. 12 divided by 3 we want to find first. So as we know 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4, but whether we will get that or not we will check. So in repeated subtraction method what we have to take, first number whatever is there, from that what is the divisor. So here divisor is 3. So subtract the divisor repeatedly. 12 minus 3, 9. Whatever result you got here, take that number here as a first one, minus same divisor you need to subtract, that is 3. So 9 minus 3 is 6. Okay, now 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. So we have to continue this process till we are getting the answer as a 0. Okay, now how many times we repeated this process? 1, 2, 3, 4 times we repeated the process. So 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. Okay, now coming to the next. 42 divided by 7 is equal to how much? Using repeated subtraction method. So 42 minus 7. 42 minus 7, how much? 35. Okay, now 35 minus 7. 35 minus 7, how much? 28. Okay, 28 minus 7, how much? 21. 21 minus 7, 14. Okay, 14 minus 7, 7. 7 minus 7, 0. How many times we repeated this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our answer is 6. Like this, we need to use repeated subtraction method. If they are asking, use the repeated subtraction method. If they are given the question directly like this, find out 12 divided by 3 and 42 divided by 7. Directly do the cancellation and note down the answer. So this is the way to simplify. Now, what is the values of 6 divided by 0 and 9 divided by 0? Are they equal or not? What would 6 divided by 0 and 9 divided by 0 be equal to? Okay, now check this. So I am using repeated subtraction method to find out what is its value. 6 divided by 0 value I am finding now. So using the repeated subtraction, what we have to take? First number take minus. So what is the divisor? 0. 6 minus 0 is equal to 6. Whatever answer we got, again subtract the divisor, that is 0. 6 minus 0, 6. So we need to continue this process till we are getting the 0. But just observe these steps. If you are doing in this way, anywhere will you get 0 as the result? No, always we are getting 6 only as the result. So how many times you will repeat this process? We will not get end point. So that's why this value is not defined. Simply it is represented by a symbol infinite. Okay, and coming to the 9 divided by 0. 9 minus 0 is equal to 9. 9 minus 0 is equal to 9. Again 9 minus 0 is equal to 9. So how many times we are continuing that steps, we will get the same number as the result. We will not get 0 as the result. So that's why here also this value is not defined. That means division by 0 is not defined for any number. For suppose I have written 15 by 0. not defined. 16 by 0, not defined. Any number by 0 is not defined. So for that sake only these two are the examples. So that is one of the property. Now coming to the next, verification. Verify the following. Verification means what? Verification is nothing but checking whether it is correct or not. Whatever they are given, that is correct or not, we are checking. So my questions are, verify the following. Verify the following. Okay, my first question is 5 into 6 into 2 is equal to, here numbers are not changing. 5 into 6 into 2. Brackets are changed. And how many parts, how many numbers are there? 3 numbers. Which property it is? Associative property over multiplication. All are into. So associative property. Okay. Verify told. Verification is nothing but we need to check whether it is correct or not. So this is an equation, yes or no? Because equal to sign is there, so it is an equation. What is the left hand side of that equation? LHS of that equation. That is 5 into 6 into 2. Whatever lying left of equal to is LHS of the equation. Whatever lying right of equal to is RHS of the equation. So it is completely RHS. It is completely LHS. Is equal to కి ముందు ఉండేదంతా లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్, సో అదంతా LHS. is equal to తర్వాత ఏమైతే ఉందో అది మొత్తం RHS. ఓకే, is equal to ఉన్నప్పుడు LHS RHS రెండు వస్తాయి. సో వెరిఫికేషన్ ఎప్పుడు చేసినా కూడా ఫస్ట్ we need to take LHS and do the simplification. So what is the LHS of this equation? 5 into 6 into 2. Okay, now do the calculation. So for 5 and 6 having the brackets, as I told you, whenever we are keeping the brackets, that brackets we need to finish first. So 5 6 are 30 into 2. 32s are 60. My LHS value I got 60. Coming to RHS. So what is the RHS value? 5 into 6 and 2 are grouped. That means 6 2s are 2. 6 into 2 we need to do first. So 5 into 6 2s are 12. 12 5s are how much? 60. Therefore, LHS is equal to RHS. Means whatever they are given, that is 5 into 6 into 2 is equal to 5 into 6 into 2. It is the associative property. So it is over multiplication. So it is true. Okay. Now coming to the second one. 3 into 7 into 5 is equal to 3 into 7 into 5. Okay, now same again. What is the LHS of the equation? Verification is nothing but checking. So whenever we are going for checking, check the LHS is equal to RHS or not. That's all. So what is the LHS for this problem? 3 and 7 are combined together and 5 is alone. All are having intos only. So which property it is? Associative property. Okay. Now coming over multiplication. So 3 7s are 21 into 5. Now 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 105. Then coming to the RHS value. 3 into 7 into 5. So 7 into 5 we need to do first. 7 5s are 35. 3 5s are 15. 3 3s are 9. 9 plus 1 10. 105. So both are equal. LHS is equal to RHS. Means whatever they are given, we verified in this way. Okay. Whenever they are given verify or check, in that case we have to do. We need to take LHS and whether it is correct or not, we need to check with the RHS. Okay. Then coming to the next type of questions. Using the properties only again. So yesterday only one question I have explained for distributive property. So today some of the more questions I am explaining for distributive property. So for distributive property they may give different types. So I'll explain you now. My first question is, find 25 into 78. And my second question is 17 into 26. So observe these two questions. Afterwards, remaining questions I will explain. Observe these two questions. 25 into 78. Okay. So as I told you, when like this only two numbers are given, don't think that it is a commutative property. If you are changing it is 78 into 25. There is no simplification. So for that case, I am going to split any of the number. Okay, expanded form. So either 25 I can expand, otherwise 78 I can expand. Okay. So if I am expanding 25, so I'll get a 2 and 5. Very simple numbers. If I am expanding 78, 7 and 8 I will get. So 7 and 8 I want to multiply with 25. So what is easy? In that way we will do. Okay. So now this question we can do in two methods. 25 into 78. I am expanding. 25 like that only I kept. 78 I am writing as 70 plus 8. So here into plus, that's why it is comes under distributive property. So now how it is, what is the distributive property? A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. That is A into B plus A into C. And it is distributive property over addition. Now distributive property over subtraction. A into B minus C is equal to AB minus AC. So now just observe this. How it is? A into B plus C form. A into B plus C. Yes. So we need to do the right side. A into B, that is 25 into 70 plus AC is nothing but 25 into 8. So now if it is possible, directly do. So 7 5s are 35. 7 2s are 14. 14 plus 3 is 17 and 1 0 is there, so 0 plus 25 8s are 8 5s are 40, 8 2s are 16 plus 4 20, 200. Now 750 plus 200, that is 1950. Okay, 1950. Now do by using the subtraction, because 78 is lies between 70 and 80. So 78 we can write as 70 plus 8, otherwise 80 minus 2 also. So in this I am using 25 into 78 is equal to 25 into 80 minus 2. Now I am using the subtraction. So now A into B minus C. So AB minus AC. That is 25 into 80 minus 25 into 2. So which one will be equal to 25 8, so just now we did 200 and 1 0 is there, so 2000 minus 25 2s are 50. So 2000 minus 50, that is 1950. That's all. So like this we can do. We can expand any of the number. Either if you want to expand 25, we can expand this one also as 20 plus 5, otherwise 30 minus 5 also. But 78 is a bigger number. So for calculations, we can't get this much easily. So try to choose the number which by which we are getting easily answers. Okay. Now, so always we are going to expand the greater number in most of the cases. Okay. Now coming to the next question. So I hope you understood. This question like this we can do, otherwise like that also. So use any one. No need to do two of the methods. Now coming to the second problem. (17 into 26). So as I told you, we can use addition, otherwise we can use subtraction. So here I am going to expand 26. Okay. So that is, I am writing 17 into 20 plus 6. Okay. So which is equal to 17 into 20 plus 17 into 6. A into B plus A into C from the distributive property. So that is 17 twos are 34 and 1 0 is there, so 340 plus 17 6 are 102. Okay. So like that we did now calculations. So add these two values 2, 4, 442. So same question we can do in other method also. So how we can do 17 into 26 is equal to. So 26 is lying between 20 and 30. So 20 plus 6 we can write, otherwise 30 minus 4 also we can write. So 17 into 30 minus 4. 30 minus 4 also equal to 26. So here how I am choosing the numbers. 26 is in between 20 and 30. Okay. When I am taking the lesser number, I am going through with the addition. When I am getting more than 26, then I am going through with the subtraction. That's all. Okay. So now which is equal to A into B minus C. That is A into B minus A into C. Like this. So which is equal to 17 3s are 51. So 5, 10 minus 17 4s are 68. So 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. 10 minus 6 is equal to 4 and 4, 442. In any way we are getting the same result. Okay. Now coming to the next type of question. So when two numbers are given like this, we need to simplify. Remember, like this only two numbers given, we have to use the distributive property by expanding any of the numbers. Now, if in another case, another condition they are given, another type of question, another type situation. 49 into 68 plus 32 into 49. So just observe, it is very clear that here how many terms are there? First we need to find. So just observe, into plus into we have. That means it is again comes under distributive property. But how many terms are there? Check. 49 into 68. Between 49 and 68 into operation is there. That means it is completely only one term. As I told you first only, plus minus only separate the terms. Into division we need to treat as only one term. Okay. So here these two only one term. Plus. So it is separated now. Plus. 32 and 49 between them into we have. That means it is also completely one term. That's why I written AB plus AC. Okay. So same thing. Now observe here. It is like which side? Are we getting A into B plus form here? A into B plus C is there? No. We have in this form. A into B plus A into C. Yes or no? So now what is the common value among these two? 49. That means A value is equal to 49. A is this one. So it is B, it is C. So we need to convert as A into B plus C form. So when left side given, we need to do the simplification for right side. But now question only like whatever we got for right side. So now reversely we have to change. Okay. So that is equal to common value. What is the common value? Observe. What is the common value among these two? 49. So 49 right outside. 49 into taking out. Okay. Now what is the remaining? 49 I already written outside. So what is left? Only 68. So 68 between plus is there. So plus and 49 already I have written out. So what is the left value? 32. So which will be equal to 49 into 68 plus 32, 100. So 4,900 is the answer. Very, very easiest solution. So whenever you are getting left side, if the question is like A into B plus C, then you need to convert into AB plus AC form. If the question only given in AB plus AC form, you have to do the calculations like left side, that is A into B plus C we need to do. Okay. Then coming to the next type of question. So one type is when only two numbers given like this. Just now how I told you, expand any one of the number and simplify. And if I got right side value only first, then I must use the left side for simplification. And another condition, so one more example I am giving. 19 into 7 plus 19 into 3. So again here, two terms we have. And here 19 is common. So 19 into I will write outside. What is left? 7. Between them plus we have. What is the left number in the second term? 3. So 19 into 7 plus 3 is 10. So that is 190. Like this we will get. So now coming to the some of the questions from the exercise. So today we are doing the exercise 2.2 problems. Till now we have discussed about the properties of whole numbers. Why I have explained this much slowly means those are the basic properties. Now if you are learning properly, for further topics also will be easy for you. That means for further numbers like integers, next rational numbers, all those numbers again we will get the same properties. Now coming to the first question, exercise 2.2. First question. Give the results without performing the operations. Without performing the operations using the given information. Using the given information. So we should not do the calculations. Directly we need to tell whether what will come at that place. So my first question is 28 into 19 is equal to 532. Then 19 into 28 is equal to dash. And my second question is 1 into 47 is equal to 47. Then 47 into 1 is equal to dash. Now my third question is A into B is equal to C. Then B into A also, B into A is equal to what? And my fourth question is 58 plus 42 is equal to 100. Then 42 plus 58 is equal to how much? And my fifth question is 85 plus 0 is equal to 85. Then 0 plus 85 is equal to what? And sixth problem, A plus B is equal to D. Then B plus D is equal, B plus A is equal to what? Okay, these are the different questions. So see here, just we need to write the answers. What is the answer we are going to get? That's all. But here I am explaining how we are getting that answer also. So observe here, 28 into 12 is equal to 532. 19 into 28 is equal to. So just observe, first suppose 3 into 5 is equal to 15. Then 5 into 3 is equal to how much? 15. Means same numbers, order changed. Here 28 into 19, 19 into 28. So what is that? A into B is equal to B into A. That means it is also equal to 532. So it is from which property? This one, commutative property over multiplication. Commutative over multiplication. Now coming to the second question, 1 into 47 is equal to 47, then 47 into 1 is equal to also 47. But just observe here which property. 1 is multiplicative identity because same number we are getting the result. So it is the property That one multiplicative identity. Because multiplication we have used, so multiplicative identity, that is a into 1 is equal to 1 into a is equal to a only. Now a into b is equal to c, then b into a. So by changing the order, a into b is equal to b into a. That is nothing but here also we will get c. So it is from again commutative over multiplication. Coming to the fourth question, addition given. 58 plus 42 is equal to 100. Change the order, 42 plus 58. Again we will get 100. So it is a commutative over addition. And 85 plus 0 is equal to 85. Then 0 plus 85 also equal to 85. But just observe, by adding 0, we are getting same number as the result. That's why 0 is additive identity. This property by depending on additive identity. Additive identity. And coming to a plus b is equal to d, then b plus a also equal to d from the commutative property over addition. So like this. Now coming to the next type of questions. Here very simple. First bit is very simple. Coming to the second bit. Find the sum. Find the sum by suitable rearrangement. First question is 238 plus 695 plus 162. And my second question is 154 plus 197 plus 46 plus 203. Okay, now here 3 numbers and here 4 numbers we have. Find the sum by using suitable rearrangement. Means we need to arrange the numbers. Okay, there is nothing but we need to use the properties. By using the properties, we have to simplify this question. Don't do directly, because here they have mentioned suitable rearrangement. Rearrangement means we need to change the terms. Okay, means we need to use the properties. So as I told you, whenever all plus are there or all intos are there and more than 2 numbers we have, in that case we need to use commutative property and associative property. So my first question solution is, which one I am going to change first of all. So as I told you, arrange such that last digits you have to get zeros. So just observe, if I am adding 2 and 5, I will not get 0. 5 and 8 also I will not get 0. 2 plus 8, 10. So then I will get a units digit as 0. So that means with the 238, I need to plus 162. So first number I should not disturb. I have to write 238 as 238 only. Plus, which one I am going to change? These 2 numbers places. So 162 here and 695 is this side. So here we have used a plus b is equal to b plus a. So which property it is? A plus b is equal to b plus a, that is commutative over addition. So completely we need to write. Now coming to the next step. 238, if you are brackets, so whatever is there in the brackets, if we must simplify first. If you are simplifying these two, 5 plus 2, 7 you will get. Again, we will not get a easily answer. For that sake, I am going to use another property, associative property. So these brackets I am changing and I am keeping for first 2 numbers, 238 plus 162. For these 2 numbers, I am including the bracket plus 695. So we have changed a plus b plus c. Actually, b plus c are grouped, but we have changed it to a plus b as a group and c alone. So it is which property? Associative property over addition. That is a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus C. So it is from associative property over addition, because all are sum. Now coming to, now add whatever is there in the bracket, perform now. So 162 plus 238, that is 400. 62 plus 38, 100. 100. 200 plus 200 is 400. Plus 695. So completely 1095. Okay. 5, 9, 6 plus 4 is 10. 1095. So the sum of this value is 1095. If you are doing direct calculation also, you will get the same result. But if you are doing directly after giving the question, mention the question like this, so you will not get, you will not score any marks. So these properties we are using to simplify the questions. For that sake only we are doing. Okay. Now coming to the second question. 154 plus 197 plus 46 plus 203. So as I told you, we need to arrange in such a way that we have to get the units digit as 0. So for which number we need to add to get 0 as the unit number? 4 plus 6, that means 46 we have to bring here, and 7 plus 3 is 10. So 7 we need to bring that side. So which is equal to 154 plus, again two numbers I am interchanging, that's all. So 46 plus 197 plus 203. So here we have changed A plus B to B plus A. So it is which property? Commutative over addition. Commutative over addition. So now again, so if we are adding these two, then also we will not get the easiest answer. For that sake, I am using the associative property. Means these two brackets I am disturbing and keeping for first two numbers. That is 154 plus 46 I am grouping. So what are the remaining numbers? 197 plus 203. So for them also group. That's all. So it is from A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. It is associative over addition. Now add 154 plus 46, that is 200 plus 197 plus 203. 197 plus 3 is 200. 200 plus 200 is 400. So which is equal to 600. See, without anything, without adding anything, we are directly getting the answer. Okay, we are avoiding the difficultness using the property. Now, so remember, whenever you are getting all r plus all r into, only this procedure you need to follow. First number we are not touching at all. Always we are going through with the second and third number. So in our first step, second and third numbers we are interchanging. And in the second step, first and second numbers, for that we are keeping the brackets. After that we are doing the calculations. That's all. Within 4 steps you will get the result. Okay, for every question. And now coming to the third problem. Find the product. Find the product by suitable rearrangement. By suitable rearrangement. So my first question is 25 into 1963 into 4, and my second question is 20 into 255 into 50 into 6. Okay. Now as I told you, whenever if you are getting all r into all r in places, then compulsory we will go through with the commutative property and associative property. Means this is also example for commutative and associative, but over multiplication. In our previous problem we did a sum. Now we are doing product. So 25 into 196 into 4. So first number we are not disturbing. 25 into these two numbers I am going to change. So 4 into 196. So it is commutative property over multiplication, which is equal to, now 25 into 4 I am keeping together, 196 I am keeping aside. So it is associative property. So how I already told you, in the first step we are writing A into B as B into A. That's why that is commutative. Only whatever is there in the bracket లో ఉన్నదాన్ని మాత్రమే చేంజ్ చేస్తాను. నెక్స్ట్ సెకండ్ స్టెప్ లో బ్రాకెట్ యూజ్ చేసి 3 నెంబర్స్ ని డిస్టర్బ్ చేస్తున్నాం. అంటే సెకండ్ థర్డ్ కి ఉండే బ్రాకెట్ ఫస్ట్ సెకండ్ కి పెట్టేసి థర్డ్ దాన్ని బయట పెట్టేస్తాను. సో ఇక్కడ 3 నెంబర్స్ ని డిస్టర్బ్ చేస్తాను కాబట్టి అసోసియేటివ్ ప్రాపర్టీ, దట్ ఈస్ ఏ ఇంటూ బి ఇంటూ సి యాక్చువల్ గా ఉన్నది ఆ ఫామ్, కానీ మనం చేంజ్ చేసింది ఎట్లా, ఏ ఇంటూ బి ఇంటూ సి. So like this we have to do the calculations. Now is equal to 25 4s are 4 5s are 20, 4 2s are 8 plus 2 10, 25 4s are 100 into 196. So that is 19,600 is my result. So without performing hard calculations, directly we did the directly we got the answer. So if you are going step by step, 25 into 1963, sorry here 1963, so 1963, that means 2 zeros will add, 1,96,300 will be the answer. Okay, just number is different. So like this we need to do the calculations. Now coming to the next question. So in our next question also again we have to use associative and commutative properties only. So my first step is 20 into 255 into 50 into 6. So my first step, as I told you, first number we will not disturb. Second, third numbers we are going to change. So 50 into 255 into 6. So it is commutative property because only two numbers we have changed. The like A into B, actually it is A into B, but this one we written first. So B into A we have written. That's why it is commutative property. Now is equal to, so this bracket I am disturbing. For these two numbers I am keeping the bracket. 20 into 50 into 255 into 6. So because here no need to keep bracket also, nothing will happen, is equal to, so here we have used associative property because A into B into C we have taken it as A into B into C. Okay, now 2 5s are 10 and 2 zeros are there, 1000 into 255 into 6, multiply those two, 6 5s are 30, 6 5s are 30 plus 3 33, 6 2s are 12 plus 3 15, 1530. So 1530 and again 3 zeros are there, that is into 1000, that's why 3 zeros we need to add. Now what will be the answer, 15,30,000. So this much product we will get. If you are doing directly, it will be difficult for you to simplify. For that sake only we have the different properties. So like this we can use commutative and associative properties to find the sum as well as product of the 3 or more than 3 numbers in easiest way. Okay, then coming to the next question. Find the value of the following. Find the value of the following. Okay. My first question is 368 into 12 plus 18 into 368. And my second question is 79 into 4319 plus 4319 into 11. Okay. Now observe these two problems. 368 into 12 plus 18 into 368. So find the following given, but directly don't go to do that because here very difficult numbers are there to simplify. 12 into 368, 18 into 368. After that you need to do the addition. So that is too large. For that sake, we are going to use the property. So in this case, which property is suitable? Observe here total how many terms are there. See, between these two, into. So only one term. And here also only one term. That means here only two terms are there in this question. And into plus, I already told you, LR plus LR into means go through with commutative and associative. But here into is there and plus is there. So remaining property is distributive property only. Closure property, commutative, associative, distributive. Closure property we will state it, whether it is a whole number or not, we will check, that's all. And coming to the commutative associative, just before we have used so many problems. In the so many problems, I have shown how we are going to use those two. And remaining property is distributive property. So this is the distributive property. How we are going to change? Observe now. So first you need to identify it is in which form. Among these two values, 368 is common for both the numbers, both the terms. So 368 refers to A value and it is B, it is C. Okay, so it is like right side. That means we have the distributive property. So it is in the form of A into B plus A into C. Now what is its simplification? A into B plus C. Yes or no? So it is a distributive property. So here I am using the distributive property only. So what is the common number? Take outside. Which is common number here? 368. 368 into, I am writing outside. What is left in the first term? 12. What is left in the second term? 18. That's all. 368 we have written outside. So observe that. A into B plus A into C. So A into B plus C. A value is common value. Common value is 368. 368 into 12 plus 18 remaining values. So which is equal to 368 into 12 plus 18. 30. Okay. So do the multiplication. 3 8s are 24. Okay. And 3 6 are 24 plus 2. 26. 3 3s are 9 plus 2. 11. And 1 0. So 11,640. Do the another question also in the same method. So very simple. Follow this. And remaining questions we will continue in our next class. Okay. So these are the different uses of the properties of whole numbers. So here we have used so many properties. So many problems we have simplified by the properties. So in the next class, we are going to use some more examples and properties of whole numbers.